Warrick, tell us, what is the difference between a multi-purpose media room and a dedicated cinema room for all the newbies out there?
Multi-purpose media room, something like a living room, right?
Where we're sitting now.
So exactly this, right? In fact, this is a good example of one. In a smart home, here's an example of a high-performance AV living room. So nice comfortable space, you know, we can kind of engage with our friends and family and all the rest of it. I've got a TV on the wall behind us over there.
Okay, so when you say multi-purpose, you're talking audio and TV?
Yeah, well I'm talking, so at this point the room is just a comfortable lounge, right?
Okay.
Point one, comfortable lounge to sit, engage, TV,
okay,
etc.
so a multi-purpose media room, in your technical jargon and your technical terms, is basically for the average person. It would be a living room, average living room.
Well, yeah. So let's take the living room as we see it over here.
Yeah.
Comfortable space to be, music, TV, happy days, no problem.
Yeah.
Friday nights though, I like to watch the movie with the family. So with a one button press, I have the ability to convert my living room into a cinema kind of experience, right? I don't have the space to have a dedicated cinema in my home, so I have a multi-purpose media room. My living room, my TV lounge with a button press is going to convert into a cinema. I have a projector that drops down.
So in other words, there's a TV in front of us here.
Correct.
So by push of a button, we can have an actual screen come in front of the TV.
That's right.
And it turns from the TV to a bigger screen.
So
that's pretty cool.
It gives me that cinema experience in my living room. It's a multi-purpose room. We're able to control not only the audio-video system, eliminating the need for having 8 or 9 remotes on a coffee table, but we could also control features like lighting, audio-video systems, air conditioning systems, even the fireplace. It's as simple as pressing a button for the feature that you want. TVs are cool for kids watching cartoons or maybe catching up with the news events of the day, but when it comes to Friday night movie time, maybe you want a big screen experience. Control 4 allows us to do that with one button press. Here's my movie mode. You'll notice that my screen is dropping down from in front of the TV. Behind us, the projector came down from the motorized bracket in the bulkhead. Because we've moved over to a projector-based system, we understand that lighting is important to control, so we've turned off certain lighting circuits and even closed our blinds and curtains, giving us the best picture quality for movie time on a Friday night. In a smart home, here's an example of a first scene of a living room converting to a media room. Compare or contrast that to a dedicated cinema. Typically you're going to have a slightly higher performance expectation in a dedicated cinema. Either you're an enthusiast or you just have the space and the ability to be able to do it. So a dedicated cinema is going to be a space where you get to go and retire to, maybe with the family or the kids going off while you're entertaining with the adults, etc. And that's typically a bit more focused, right?
In other words, those rooms with no windows.
Yeah, that's exactly. We're going to control the lighting by minimizing windows. We're going to control the acoustics with.
Hopefully, you're going to go show me.
In a smart home, here's a great example of a home cinema. When it comes to designing a world-class home cinema, thumbsucking's just not good enough. We take into consideration all aspects of the room, from the physical properties and dimensions of the room. We can plot out the acoustic treatment requirements, and of course the audio-visual system as well. The lighting, the seating layout, and even the screen sizes are important factors to be considered. When it comes to the acoustic treatment within a home cinema, it's important to remember that the sound system and the room work hand in hand. Now, a normal living room gets covered in terms of the couches, carpets and curtains that have an acoustic property, but a home cinema is typically a lot more bare than a living room environment. So it's important to get some level of acoustic treatment to control the response of that room and get the best performance out of your sound system. Back at the front wall over here, you can see that the focus is on a large screen. Here we've gone with the wide angle screen to get the best picture quality and best picture size when we're watching movies. The screen is acoustically transparent, and what that means is I'm able to place my speakers behind the screen exactly where they're supposed to be. The left and right edges and right in the middle of the screen. So what I hear and what I see on screen matches up perfectly. Keeping a nice clean look up in the front, we've hidden our subwoofers behind acoustically transparent material, and again that's a nice clean look and stopping kids from poking buttons or pressing into speakers. Around the room we've got a surround sound configuration where our speakers surround you, and of course we've also got speakers up in the ceiling to give us an immersive surround sound experience. Now what's the point of an immersive surround sound experience? Well, it's easy enough. If a car is supposed to drive past you and a helicopter flies overhead, because we have those channels around you, we can actually produce those sounds in and around that room, creating a lifelike, realistic experience. I'd like to say better than a commercial cinema. When it comes to the acoustic treatment, we need to absorb some of the energy within the room, and soft acoustic treatment panels help us to achieve that. On the screen, an acoustically transparent screen with a whole bunch of holes in it, intentionally, allow us to place our speakers behind the screen exactly where they're supposed to be. Let's talk remote controls. It's pointless having a great audio-visual system if nobody in the home knows how to use it. A easy-to-use universal remote control makes the system easy to use for everybody in the family. Simply choose what you want to do. I want to watch my Blu-ray player, I want to watch my favorite TV show, or I want to watch my Apple TV as an example, and let the system do the rest. So let's talk about the lighting. In a cinema, it's typically quite important to control the lighting within the space, not only to get the best picture quality on our projector, but to make the room comfortable and convenient for the family too. A smart lighting system allows us to control all the lighting within the room, either from the press of a button, from our remote control, or even by pressing play on our movie. We can control the lights, dim it down, and create the right experience for you. But a dedicated cinema, not necessarily that it has to be for movies, right? You get that. But it is a dedicated space. It's a space where you can go to, not like a living room like this, it's a space you can go to get the best performance out of your audio-visual system.
Or watching the rugby.
Watching the rugby or sports, or playing PlayStation or PC games maybe. So you can use the room for more than just movies. You've got to get me on that.
Okay.
But it's typically, it's aimed at a high performance expectation. In a smart home, here's an example of a high performance AV living room.
Just a quick shout out to our sponsor, Integrated Homes, for making this all possible. These guys have been in the game for a decade. So if you're wanting your home or building converted into a smart home or building, it may be a good idea to give these guys a call, as they know what they're doing.